everybody, and welcome back to Arcangela's Gaming. Arcangela's here bringing some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Alright guys, last time we were here we had moved to another area with the Megalodon, and we had actually had this unknown colony ship, which as you can see is now no more. So having that now in our blueprints, we can now, process that at our leisure in a survival mode and do what we will with it. Before I get into what we did next, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, will leave us that nice comment below. Alright guys, as you can see here, we have got quite somewhere with this cube. And you see I've added on some wind turbines to power our battery array, which goes all the way through. I've done it in this nice red, what they call it, plastic. But I kind of like the texturing. I like the patterning and the way it all sort of comes together. You got like things like these vents. You got like heat grooves. All sorts of bits and pieces around here. I mean, you even got like inbuilt valves. Looks like something you can like twist and then pull off the wall. So yeah, we got quite a lot going on for us. So this is where we're going to start from, because we need, well, there's two things we can do. One is we can make a ramp and then have the Megalodon come inside, and then we, it's already there ready for whatever we do next. But I want to get some structure and other bits and pieces sorted out first. And also what I've done, if I undock with the snub and we head this way, is I've already started to mine out iron, because believe it or not, actually we ran out of iron. It's not that far away, and it's a little mine just down here. He says I really got to do something about these thrusters. Maybe we'll do that today as well. Okay. So coming in line with this hole, as you can see, I've done it's going to be one of these days, isn't it? I've done a lot of work. Oh come on, give me a break. Will you stop twisting and turning? Oh man. There we go. So as you can see, I've mowed down the middle, and then I've done the two corners just to be able to expand it out there. I was going to do like the upper corners as well, so come in like this and mow down just to widen everything out more, and get all the resources that we need, because iron does seem to be something that seems to be an issue. Now, I am excited for the upcoming 1.209 update. That's going to add in. Let's turn down the sound whilst I'm talking, so you guys can hear me better. Yeah, let's get it on 2%. I think that's going to be just loud enough for me to hear what's going on, and low enough for you to hear me. Alright guys, so yeah, as I was saying, 209 is introducing a new component which allows us to store grids. I'm really excited about that. I mean, the idea that we don't actually have to have something as big as this carrier that I'm building, we could just, what's the word, break it down into its molecular parts and just carry it in as like a database. I mean, it is sort of something out of like a science fiction movie. Trying to remember which one, but it's a good idea. I like it. I mean, especially if you're like running on like the PlayStation or the Xbox, where you've got like an enforced PCU limit. It's a good thing. Here we go, getting near to our cap. stop there for the moment. I'm loving the fact that on this new snub design we have got lots of room for around us to be able to get out of mines easily with precious little damage, and that's one of the beauties of this. Does mean as well things like the hangar bay on the Megalodon are going to be something of the past, because we won't need it anymore. We can just spawn things in as and where we need it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love some of these challenges. They make for half the excitement. Okay, so there we go. We'll just drop off this this inventory and we'll move on. Oops. Cargo. There we go. Just drop this off. There we go. 132,000 litres ready for processing. Okay. Right, so having done that, let's make sure we've got parts, because if we're going to be doing some work we need parts as well. Because if you look at what I'm carrying, it's basically a series of odds and sods from my collection of like the drop pods. We'll take what, 200 of those, say 100 of those, 50 of those, and where's girders? Girder, where are you? There we are. Yeah, as many hydrogen bottles as I can take with me, because Lord knows I'm probably going to need them. Okay, so let's work this out from first principle. We are most likely going to be disembarking from here, or from the hangar and dropping down at the front. We don't have any real access on the other side, so I'm going to say if we're going to have some stairwells leading up to a bridge, which I'm thinking of having sort of hanging out over the front end, so that we can use those hanging chairs that we got in the last major update in Apex. So let's see. I think the best way of doing this would probably be a stairwell up here and a stairwell down the other side. Now that is going to be quite the challenge. Now where is middle? And we made this thing exactly 40 long, so middle is going to be a relative term. So we make this, we get find 20, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And then from there, I'm thinking if we go like straight up, we plonk in some form of platform, and then we can build the stairs down the sides easy, and then even have them switch back if needs be. Okay, let's think about this. What do I need and how am I going to do it? Okay, let's get this stuff out of here, and we'll add in the grated catwalk. Yeah, and the steel catwalk as well. Okay, let's start with the steel catwalk. I think that's going to probably be better than the other one. Now what I'm thinking is, in the end, this most likely is going to be yeah, I think I know how to do this. If we have it that we got a steel catwalk with the one rail guard there, and then have it like that, then what I'm thinking is if we then have a series of stairs going up into above that level, we can then quite easily create a really nice final stairwell. So yeah, that then comes up, and look at that, we're on top. On the top of the world, Ma. Okay. Now this is where it then gets tricky and interesting, because for this I'm also going to utilize something else. But this time around I think I'm going to have a look into the truss pillars first before I get started with anything else. See if there's a way I can like maybe ream one of these into a corner, because I've never actually looked to see whether this is possible. Ah, so that's where the truss light is. Okay. No. Okay. So no, that's not a viable option. I'm just looking for an alternative which doesn't then include like something like a light or something like that. Just so that we can. Oh, there's that little conduit thing. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's plausible. Neon tubes again. Plausible idea. I don't think there is really much if we're actually joining the stairwells together that we can use that's small and unobtrusive, I think is the word. Really should have looked into this earlier, but it only really just came to me that that is something that I really wanted to look into, because at the end of it all, it's something that we use stairs a lot, but we don't actually think about the consequences of it all. Okay, let's see. There's a parachute hatch, those are wheels. Nothing really in there. So far we got the light. Yeah, I don't think there really is anything else, which is bizarre considering. Alright. I mean, I suppose in a way light does work. Okay. So for this we're going to have to use the jetpack to be able to see what we're doing. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as we go. So yeah, we're going to need a light right from the start. Corner light is the one I use. Whack that in there, and then boom, Bob's your auntie. We can start on getting the stairwell in, and it's just simply a case of getting the right angle and then slapping them down as we go, just like we've done before. So this is a long way now. Actually, good point. Where is halfway? So we say 8 up. Where's 8 up? 1, 2, 3. 8 is there. So it gives us an object that we can use as the platform, so it curls round. You know, so you know as you come down and then you come around the corner and then down in a lot of stairwells, especially in like places of work and things like that. You find a lot of that sort of ideology. Okay, cool. That is in there. Nope. That in there like that. There we go. Why are you suddenly fighting me? There we go. Not sure what was going on there, but that was weird. Okay. Okay, so we got that in there now. Now we can get in corner pieces. And just use 2 corners like that. Hold on. Wrong level! Ah! What is it there? I think. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, did I want to bring that down 1 more level? Because that's 8 from the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's 7. Oh yeah, plus 1 more there. That's 8. So yeah, that works perfectly. And then going down here is going to be far more simple because we can just go use the wall. I'm going to polish that one up. I'll delete that in a minute. That might be an interesting thing once we have yeah, because that's in the center now. Ah. Okay. Right, well, judging from that, I think if we bring that down 1 more there, it should be fine. There we go. Get that in there like that. Get another one of these in here, like adding in too many stairs. Okay, there we go. Now on the way down, we've now got the gap at the bottom, so we should be fine. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. So if we follow that down, it goes down along this wall to there. Okay. What? That was fine the way it was. How could that be? How could I have messed that up? Alright. So I just want that two-step gap. I don't want it to be any more than that. So let's build this up. We'll just work on the okay.
Inventory full.
Oh. Oh, that is interesting. We've got that little gap there. Hmm. Alright. Alright, what the heck is going on here? So that probably counts that as 15, not 16, so that's why I'm getting the discrepancy over here. That's not a problem. We can work with this. This is why we've got the one with the two railings. Where is it? There we go. Just shove that in there, and there we go. We've got our stairwell that's going up. Wow, that looks kind of impressive, actually. I've got to do a walk up this just to see what it's like. That's not too bad, is it? I mean, could have been worse. Wow, that is kind of that's impressive. Alright. Because then what we can then do is we could do some sort of airlock up here just to make sure that we are safe and secure. Because we don't want to go up onto the bridge and have a problem. Okay, let's do the other side while we're up here. Okay. So, we just repeat the process. And this is where it gets kind of tricky. As we've proven time and time again. The reasons that don't make sense. Like that. I don't get that. Just working out where I'm at. Okay, so I need one more stair, a light. Actually, do I need the light there? No, I don't. Don't need a light there, but so yes, yes. I know where I am. Okay, so if I had another stairwell there, we're going to get that attached. Just do that little trick, I guess, just to be able to get that in there. Boom, job done.
Fuel low.
Oh God. Yeah, that was close. running out of fuel is not a good idea. Oh, let's go cargo. Main hold. Where's my light dog? Oh, now which way around did I do that? That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, my bad. So that needs to be like that. That goes like that. And then our stairwell down will go something like, whoops, that. Ah, perfect. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted this
Energy
two gap here. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do here as well. Storage shelves. Just plonk in some of the low grade ones. I'm not... Oh, wrong way around. Yeah. Not going to use number 3 because if you look at this, probably can't see it. Let's see if I can actually move me temporarily so you can see it. As you can see from this list, you know, you've got things like the gravity components, reactor components, super. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, so there we go. We got that nice stairwell going up. I mean, we could do something to armour it, I suppose, if we really wanted to. Make sure it's safe for when we drive in. But I'm sure we should have enough room over here as well. Okay. I think because we've got this here, let's do something over here. Pick a random spot. Check up the wall. Make sure I'm not covering any vents. Oh, of course I am. Okay. This is the hard part. Finding a spot where you're not covering any vents is almost impossible. There we go. So I'm thinking a bit of pipe work just to pipe junction. That's more like it. Pipe in. Let's have this in white. Going up the wall. Then we could do something funky with it. Maybe do something like that. Just to add a little bit of balance. I mean, it's not much, but it's balanced nonetheless. Okay, so we're running out of power again, so let's grab a little bit of charge time. Snub's a good place. You know, we can just use that. Okay, so yeah, so we've got something going on in here. It's starting to look a bit more as we want it. You know, it's starting to look less like a box and more like something is going on. Still ain't got to where we need to be yet. I am still worried about maybe some of these wings and all that clipping that staircase. Maybe I should have made this a lot wider. Really am worried about that. The only other thing I could have done was maybe buried the staircase in the wall or something like that sort of nature. Doubt those wheels would let me get up there. I mean, we could put a bit of a ramp, see what happens. Be interesting. Probably an absolute nightmare, but interesting nonetheless. Okay. So let's do that. Let's move the Megalodon forward a bit. I'm going to create a ramp using armoured block. Just so that we can get up there and do our thing. Okay. Everything's on. Take this out of station mode. Oh, parking brakes on. The only unfortunate part of doing this, I am also moving the build and repair system. Okay. This is where things get interesting. Can we move it back enough to keep building? Show area. Bother. No. Heh. Okay. Allow me to drag. Thank you. Okay. Are they connected? No, they're not. Alright, that's a new one. Alright, one of those is dockable. Okay, cool. Right. Get this back into station mode. There we go. Right. This is where it gets difficult and complicated. Because we're now going to have to put in some form of door. And this thing is huge. Yeah, doing this is going to be a challenge. Um, 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 um. Okay, so we're going to need some way of being able to... Hey, what? Sorry, on my screen it dropped the desktop for some reason. Okay, so we need a rotor to be able to do this. Okay, this thing. If I put this rotor here, that's going to be a step. That ain't going to work.
Inventory full.
The rotor is going to have to go... Yeah, it's going to have to go there. As much as I hate this idea, that's where it's going to have to go. In terms of blast doors, well, we can hook onto a corner. But that is going to look absolutely weird. The only thing I could think of is maybe doing something like this and then using an edge there. Blast door there. And then an edge there. Sort of going upwards. No, you're not going to allow me to do that because that's in the way. Okay, what about a blast door corner? Cool. Except it gets caught there. It's like it's saying to me, "No, I am not letting you do this, mate. You know, you can try all you want, but you're not gonna win." Okay. That's flooring. It's a shame there isn't such a thing as a half blast door, you know, so half the height, so basically when you get in there, you know. I mean, I really wanted to use a hinge, but without putting on, say, like the experimental overdrive mode or whatever it's called, you know, it's kind of impossible. Okay. So we'll say lower limit 0. Upper limit at the moment we'll say is 120 with a velocity of 1. And I'm going to sling that in reverse because what I'm thinking is I need to figure out what we're working with here. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's done that bit. Okay, now can now see the as I say, the proverbial wood for the trees. Okay, let's try that block in there. Let's try a reverse, see what happens. No, it's getting stuck there, isn't it? Yeah, because if I didn't take that out... No, it's more than just that. It's more than just that. Ooh, yeah, okay. Maybe I should have started out at 90 to begin with. Okay, I'm going to try something here. Let's see if we can put in... Yeah, blast door corner in there. Well, that kind of works. But with the wheelbase we've got on there, I think the easiest way of getting around this issue is simply going to be... Yeah, probably something like that. Okay, let's see what happens now. Oh, cool. Okay, that's nice. So, yeah, we'll just finish off down here then. Oops. I missed. Okay. Because yeah, if we go up here, I'm gonna let me jump up there for some reason. We've got just this small gap. With something as big as the Megalodon, that's gonna be peanuts. Okay. So we now need to work on height. And then also change that blast door. Use blast door edge. Right, that needs to come back a lot. Okay. That'll be displacement. Where are you? Where are you? Rotor displacement. Actually, I'm not even sure what the displacement min-max are. So probably too far that way now. This is going to be an interesting build. Getting this bit right. Oh, that just about clears there. I might have to use one of those, yeah. Okay. Let's replace with, where is it? If we do something like this, I mean, not only can we make it a little bit more interesting, but we can also create the space needed so that we don't destroy the blast door by some random act of clang. Yeah. Yeah, and we've got all the distance we need. I'll check the other one. Perfect. Oh, look at that. I'm loving this. Cool. Okay. This just needs to be blast door here. Why is that a problem? Okay, we're gonna have to do this while flying then. I mean, yeah. It's a shame there's no like warning klaxon or something we can use, you know, like beep beep, this door is closing, or something ridiculous like that. I mean, that would be quite cool actually. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love something like that, to be honest. Might have to look into like it slowing down and things like that to be able to be able to avoid this, or whatever this is. I mean, some people use like merge blocks to seal the door, No, that's the wrong one. That needs to be a glass door edge. Get that in there. Get the corner in there.
Energy low.
I do have a bad feeling. Oh. I was actually expecting worse, to be fair. Can't get up! Okay. Right, so 90 degrees at the moment is good. I mean, I guess we can adjust that. You know, if we had like a thing in the bridge for adjusting that sort of the angle and all that sort of thing. I'm going to try something here. No idea whether I understand how this works. Okay. That's actually a good point. Let's put the batteries in behind it. Nope. That does nothing. Three, 6, 7. Okay. This is the bit I'm 100% not sure on. I believe for now as well. I'm going to make the upper limit 85 so it doesn't keep on smashing against the floor. Come on. Now if I can get this working, because we're almost at the end of our time, that would be wonderful. Oh, come on, you would do this to me now. Come on. You. Work. Please work, please work, please work, please work. And it's just going to be a case of seeing, building all this up, seeing if it works. I think there's going to be some off-camera work that I'm going to be doing, just to see if I can actually get everything the way that we want it. I might actually change some of these blocks to merge blocks so that they sort of snap in That could also be linked in with maybe some pistons to be able to get the spacings right. It's going to be a bit of a game to get that right, but yeah, it's going to be fun trying to get something like this working. Never done it before successfully, so I'm hoping I can get it working successfully this time around. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you guys later on Archangelus Gaming.